I've realized that a lot of property investors and a lot of home buyers are not really familiar with a lot of the locations that they are buying properties in Lagos. Now, it can become a bit confusing to know where Ibejuleki is, which part of Ibejuleki a particular town is located, where Ekpe is, and which part of Ekpe a particular town is located. But I'll be trying my best effort to be analyzing these locations on my channel, and as well as be comparing some 2-3 locations against each other, so that you know the pros and cons of investing in some particular locations in Ibejuleki or in Ekpe. So in this episode of Meet the Property Guy, we'll be analyzing and assessing 2 locations. Buying one plot of land or investing in one plot of land around Eleko Ibejuleki versus buying an acre, which is 6 plots of land around somewhere in Ekpe, which is better. Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this is Meet the Property Guy Property channel, and this is where we discuss everything real estate that you want to buy, invest, or sell a property here in Nigeria. We share tips, guides, and advice on where to buy, what to look out for, the different risks attached to investments here, and the different property documents which you must understand. After watching this particular guide, you can also go to our previous videos, previous episodes. There are a lot of topics that we have covered already that you are going to learn a lot from. So let's go into the topic: one plot of land in Eleko Ibejuleki versus 6 plot of land in Ekpe, which is better. Now, for the past 3 to 4 weeks, most of the videos I've been sharing on my channel have been about acquisition title, acquisition in view title, and buying or investing in certain land in Ibejuleki. So I've shared enough guides in that aspect on what to look out for in terms of the status of the land. Now, looking at Eleko in Ibejuleki, Eleko is a very fantastic location because it sits right at the junction between Ekpe, Ibejuleki, and Aja. So for anyone coming from Aja that want to get to Ekpe, you have to get to Eleko junction. For anyone also coming from Aja and want to get to Ibejuleki, at least for now, you have to also get to Eleko junction, which makes that particular place a very, very central location. So it makes a lot of sense for you to invest in Eleko because of the development that is coming to Ekpe and also the development that is coming to Ibejuleki too. Now, in terms of the cost of the price of properties, the price of properties in Eleko, both for land and houses, is far higher than what you are going to find in Ekpe. An acquisition land in Eleko right now is already selling between 4.5 to 6 million naira for a plot, while most of the gazette land in Eleko right now are all above 6 million naira for a plot. For C of O land in Eleko, you are definitely going to pay above 10 million naira for a plot. Now, compared to Ekpe, where most of the land are still around like 650k, 750k, 850k, 1 million naira for a plot, and even those very close to the road, you are going to be seeing land at 2.5 million naira to 2 million naira for a plot. Now, another thing you should understand is this: most of the Ekpe land that are selling with maybe the assignment title, registered survey title, these are freehold land. Now, the freehold status on Ekpe is not for life. I think I'm still going to have to do a video about understanding freehold, and if you are investing in freehold, what you should understand about that title and how you can also secure your investment. Now, compared to Eleko, there is no freehold land in Eleko. So if you are buying any land around Eleko, Ibejuleki, and there is freehold there, just forget it, you are buying a government land. So the land in Eleko is either a government acquisition, the land has been gazetted, or the land has been excised. It's just as simple as that. There's nothing like freehold in Eleko. So if you are buying a land that is under government acquisition, it means that after you have bought that land, you still have to go to the government and then buy it from the government. If you are buying a gazetted land, that's safe enough. If you are buying an excised land also, well, you are on your own. So for Eleko, you have to be far more careful in terms of the title of that property and the status of that land, because there are lots lots of government projects coming to Eleko. The coastal road is there, the Eleko beach road is there, and there's a land we started recently. The land fall under a port complex, so there is a proposed port complex also in Eleko, and I'm very sure there are also other government plans and other government projects, proposed projects in that location already. So that's why you have to be very, very careful about any land you want to buy in Eleko in terms of the status of that land. Is it a free land, or is it a land that is under government acquisition? It's very, 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 very important. So, but for Ekpe right now, the freehold status still cover a lot of places in Ekpe, and you can still at least invest more safe. There are also government land in Ekpe. Yeah, there are also government land in Ekpe. So, but the freehold status still covers a lot of places in Ekpe compared to Eleko. Now, if you want to invest in anything commercial, Eleko beats Ekpe in that regard. Like I explained earlier, if you are coming from Aja, you have to get to Eleko Junction before you go to Ekpe. If you are also coming from Aja, you want to get to Ibejuleki, you have to get to Eleko Junction before you go to Ibejuleki, before you face the refinery road. So it makes that location very, very central for business, very, very central for industries, very, very central for any commercial plan that you have in mind. School, hospital, pharmacy, clinic. You can get that up and running in Eleko faster, better, and more strategically positioned than you going to Ekpe. So if you are planning to invest for anything for commercial purpose, either commercial land banking, or you want to invest for your own personal commercial business, then choose Eleko instead of going to Ekpe. Now, as I always advise, title over location. Title over location. Title of a property is always very, very important. Now, let's do a very simple analogy. If you are buying a land in Ekpe right now, let's say the land is, let's just say 1 million, because I don't think you can get a lot of land in Ekpe right now below 1 million, but let's just say 1 million naira for a plot. An acre is 6 million naira, 6 plots. Now, if you are buying a land in Eleko right now, there are so many estates in Eleko anyway. There are around the Idera scheme, there are so many estates with CFO, and then there are also some other land in Eleko with government allocation too. So if you are investing in Eleko right now, if you CFO, it's very likely you are going to spend between 12 to 15 million naira for a plot, which means that the 12 to 15 million naira that you are spending to buy a plot in Eleko with CFO will likely get you 2 acres in Ekpe at the rate of like 1 million naira or even below 1 million naira for a plot. But the truth is this: a CFO gives you far more security than a freehold. Well, maybe I will do that in the next video, talking about the freehold and the status of that freehold. But a CFO is far more stronger, in a far more stronger title than a freehold. So the security you are getting on the land that you are buying at 12 million, 10 million, 15 million naira in Eleko with government allocation or CFO title is far stronger than your 6 plots in Ekpe. Now, let's look at appreciation. Now, in terms of appreciation rates, particularly with the Amen Estates, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 in Eleko, and the other development that are also coming to Eleko in terms of the Idera scheme, Grasshouse Manganite, the Light Estates, there's one P1 estate through there, Capital Gardens by Victoria Crest. So a lot of these estates that are positioning themselves in Eleko also are making the land and that location also appreciate faster. At least in the last 12 or 13 months, the Grasshouse Manganite have appreciated from around 20k per square meter to like 30k per square meter right now, which is like 15 million for a plot. And that land, because that land is directly facing the Lekki Ajah Expressway, that land will still sell at 20 million. That land will still sell at 25 million for a plot. It's certain because of the location and how strategically located Eleko is. Now, land in Ekpe is also appreciating very fast right now. Considering around 3 years ago, average prices of land in Ekpe was like 450k, 550k, and that have moved to around 850k to 900k for a plot right now. So it's almost certain that any land that you are buying in Ekpe right now, between 2 to 3 years, the price will double. Between 4 or 5 years, the price will be going to like 300, 400% return on investments. But remember, a CFO title is far more stronger than a freehold. And any land that you are buying in Ekpe right now, don't buy and leave. There's a contact that also came to my DM and tried to seek my advice on investing in Ekpe. He wanted to invest and then leave it for like 10 years. My advice was simple: buy and improve. Buy and improve. Because of the status of a lot of land in Ekpe is freehold, you need to improve that land. Most importantly, you need to do the CFO on that land. Very important. So you need to buy and improve that property in Ekpe, particularly in terms of getting that property perfected to a CFO. You can do it at your pace, you can do it gradually, but it's very necessary. So Ekpe land we also appreciate, but the duration we should be looking at for your investment in Ekpe to mature is longer than the duration you'll be given to Eleko. The land that you are buying in Eleko right now, just look at MN Estate Phase 2. MN Estate Phase 2 right now, the current price for a plot there now is 31 million. That's a land that started selling at 10 million naira for a plot. 31 million naira right now. So the duration for you to cash out, for you to pull out from your investment in Eleko is shorter than that of Ekpe. You can give your investment in Eleko 3-4 years max. But for any land banking you are doing in Ekpe right now, you are looking at 7 years, 6 years, 8 years, 9 years before you can cash out. I've explained this in a video, one of my previous episodes about land banking, that when you do land banking, your investment have matured. When the people that are interested in that location is no longer investors, but people that want to stay there or people that want to do business there. So you need to understand this very important logic. So 6 to 8 years for Ekpe for your land banking to mature, while for Eleko you can do between 3 to 4 years. So you can see that analyzing this location, assessing this location, advising on what can sell in this location can guide your investment choices and can help you when you want to invest. So if you are looking for a land to likely build a school in the future, build a hospital, a clinic in the future, then you should be considering around Eleko, Magbalade, Akodo, or Max around the Eleko on the side. But if you are looking at maybe a land that you want to keep for like the next 8 years, the next 9-10 years, then going to Ekpe makes more sense because it's even affordable and you can get more with less. If your own priority is the title, the security on a property, then stick to Eleko because a lot of properties there have government allocation, a lot of properties there have CFO. Unlike a lot of Ekpe land in Ekpe, inside the Ekpe town right now, that is freehold. Although before the Ekpe Bridge, Lagoon Front, High Bridge, Itunu, all these properties also have CFO. But when you look at the price, Lagoon Front is 10 million naira right now, it's going to 15 million naira very soon. High Bridge is almost the same price. Itunu is like 16.5 million naira for a full plot. So you can see that the price that you are getting this property at this axis, even if you come to Eleko, you can still get something similar at that relative price too. So that's my advice, that's my assessment based on buying 6 plots somewhere around Ekpe, maybe it's Igbonla, Eziredu, Odoragushi, Kitu Ekpe, and so on, or getting just a plot of land somewhere in Eleko, maybe it's Ideraskim, Baba Adisa, Musheyo, around the Eleko Beach, around the coastal road, and so on. So you can look at the few points I made in this video and then you can decide what works best for your objective. So if you have any further questions based on what I've explained here, based on either you have a land in Eleko, you are intending to buy a land in Eleko, or you want to buy a land in Ekpe, or you have already invested in Ekpe, you can also drop a comment. Let's see your opinion, let's see your perspective, and you can also alternatively reach me directly on my WhatsApp number on the screen, and we can guide you. You can consult us, we can guide you and also advise you based on what we feel will be best for your investment. So I see me number one property on the planet, your property advisor, property consultant, Rabi Mustafa. Thanks once again for watching our videos. If you find this very helpful, find this guide very educating, kindly give us a thumb like. I appreciate the thumb likes. And if you have been watching our videos and been learning a lot from our videos, there are so many topics. I always promise it. There are so many topics that so many topics that you are going to learn a lot from for you to invest in real estate, for you to guide your property investment, to secure your real estate investment, and you don't want to miss it. So don't forget to also subscribe to our channel and also be a part of the Meet the Property Guy channel. Thanks once again. See you next time.